Hey there, Lego fans, and welcome to another episode. This is probably one of the last videos for the 2024 year, and it's also the last build for the Winter Village. And this time I'm building the 2024 release of the Winter Village series, Santa's Post Office. This is not the Winter Village Post Office, which was released several years ago, and I don't have. Yeah, I'm kind of sad about that. But this is Santa's Post Office. So this, looking at the box, is chock full of so many features, right? So let's start with the box. Typical packaging of the Winter Village series. What I really don't like about is this. Now, I know it's a regulatory requirement. They have to put it on here, but come on, couldn't this be a little smaller? I mean, this is huge. It takes away from the design of the box, and then it's here, and then it's there. Like, seriously. Anyway, still a beautiful box. There are 1,339 pieces in this, and really, really cool, and thank you so much, and kudos to Lego for this. They kept the price the same, $99, which was, I was actually surprised to see that, because I expected, with, you know, the price rise and everything, I honestly thought this year's Winter Village was going to go higher, but it didn't. So Lego, thank you. Really huge. Thank you. So what do we have? On the back, you know, typical Winter Village set. The back is open, and you get to see so many, you know, different scenes, including Santa's office, you know, mail processing. It's a post office, so processing the post or the mail, envelopes, several different envelopes, and then there are side buildings like, you know, the signs pointing to, actually really cool signs pointing to the two previous Lego Winter Village builds, which are, I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. It looks great. As far as minifigures, there are 4 elves and Santa Claus, and some of the elves, all the elves actually have the post office uniform, you know, the post office logo, which is the bugle with the rope around it, and it also appears on the building itself. So we'll get a chance to see all this, but without further ado, I want to get started. And as much as I like the design of the box, Lego did it again, and they gave us tabs instead of flaps. I like tabs. I like flaps instead of the tabs, but yeah. Okay, so there are 10 bags and 2 separate booklets. As you can see from the box, this is actually recommended team build. So of course, there is the simpler builds for maybe kids, and then a more robust build for the grown folks in the group. The main build has 182 pages of instruction, and those instructions have 244 steps. And we also get a panel of stickers for the various signs and parts of the interior of the building itself. And we also get, of course, there's a light up brick, so you get all the warnings about batteries. Kids, don't swallow batteries. That's basically what the warning says. Anyway, yeah, see you on the other side. All right. Okay. So the build is complete, and this is a great design. There were some fits and starts along the way, mostly because one tiny critique, it seemed like out of the 10 bags that I had, 4 had missing pieces. So if you slow down the speed build, you'll notice that I brought in my Lego architecture set, the architecture studio set, because I needed some white pieces. I also brought in my spare grays, and you'll also see that I was missing some pieces. So this really should be a blue, but it's a gray. Yes, I will get online. I'll look in the bulk stuff I have in the garage and take a look. If I can find, a navy blue piece, I'll just simply replace it. If not, I will get online and place the order for some of the things. But other than that, let's get to the review itself. So there are some side builds that come with this. Look at this. So here's a mailbox, right? Or depending on what part of the pond you're from, a post box. And it also has signs, one pointing to the workshop, the other pointing to the clubhouse, which means if you really want to place this properly, this entire set has to fit between Santa's workshop and the clubhouse, which is how I'm going to place it, just so that this is relatively accurate. I really like that. The cool thing that it also comes with is this elf who is directing air traffic, right? Because there is the hot air balloon, which is delivering mail. We'll get to that, but I think my only critique with this one is the platform is just for the hot air balloon. It really doesn't give you any place for him to stand to direct traffic, so I'm going to extend the platform a little bit just to give him a place to stand. I think it makes a little more sense. Typical Lego, they fall just short enough for you to use your imagination, and I think I appreciate that. Another one is a tiny little pond with an elf fishing, and it's got, look at this little cutie baby seal. So even the seal is bringing, an envelope to Santa, because the seal wants, I imagine, that fish. And then each Winter Village set comes with a Christmas tree. So here's the Christmas tree. It's very simple. The cool thing about this Christmas tree, though, is they added a new element. It's sort of, rather than just being a straight slope, it's a slanted, slope element that they added. I think it's new. I haven't seen it anywhere, though. I suspect it's new. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you think it's new, or if you've seen it in another set, please, correct me in the comment below. All right. So it's very simple. Presents around a tree. Not a big deal. And then there is a sled being pushed by an elf with presents and a letter. And the cool element he used here, or reused here, or repurposed here, is the golf club repurposed for the sleds, which is pretty cool. And then there are these 3 which come as one. So this is actually a moving piece for sorting the mail that comes in. And there's the red bin and there's the green bin. Green, of course, is go, red is stop. And the red bin contains an envelope, tiny little envelope design, which says junk mail. So we all know where junk mail goes, as some of my colleagues would say, goes into file 13. So you can actually move it. The cool thing about that, and here's a nice segue to the building itself, is this piece connects back here to this piece and joins that. And then these go here. So when the hot air balloon comes in to deliver mail, you can just tip it over. All the mail goes in there, and you can sort where it goes. I think the details of this are quite amazing. So on the interior, you have all these slides. If I remove this, you have all these different slides that flow all the envelopes into the sorting machine. And then there's an office here with a bookshelf, a lectern, and some, the lectern, and then there's the bookshelf with a mail sorter with, the pieces of letters in there. Okay, so inside Santa's office, you can see way in the back, beyond the chair, there is a globe, which makes perfect sense because Santa's going to be traveling the world. Makes sense to have a map. There's a globe there with a nice little lamp with a flame. Looks like a candle that's burned all the way down. And okay, so inside there also there is a fireplace which is connected to the outside fireplace. And then you have two brown pieces forming the log. And then there seems to be, a mail storage area with a snack bar, coffee for the elves. And then at the very top here is another office where, seems to be a signed certificate of some sort and a letter, quill with an ink. So this is just to test it out. After I built this, I placed it with the rest of the Winter Village, and I'm telling you, it fit perfectly well. I know there are some people who have complained that it doesn't quite fit. I think as far as the, maybe the Winter Village town itself may not be a good fit, but I love the Nordic design of the building, the excessive amount of snow on the roof, and it fits with, anything Santa related. I think it fits next to the workshop, fits next to the clubhouse. It's a great fit, and I think it's very, 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 very creative, especially the fact that they added this. This is a great touch. Oh, here's another tiny detail. So the Winter Village sets usually have a light up element. This time they put it in this, hot air balloons have flames, so the light becomes the flame, which I thought was a very good, really cool touch. This is such a creative touch. I really like this. And really, that's it. It's been a really fun build, and I'm really excited to see it fit into the whole Winter Village. I always look forward to what's coming next year when I complete a build like this. I wonder what they're going to come up with. My wife suggested Santa's boat, which would be really interesting to see. But I would love a nautical theme for the next Winter Village set. I think that would be really cool. A nice boat with a dock, I think would be nice. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. It's pretty late. I've been working on this for a while, and I need to jump off and go be with family. So my best to you. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for all your support. And given the time of year, be open, be happy, share. And as always, play well. I know it's the time of year when everyone is, you know, celebrating something. So wherever you can, whenever you can, be the light in this dark time of year, okay? And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa. I think Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah begins tomorrow. Anyway, happy holidays, and wherever you are, play well.